David Fowler, in his book, Better Safe Than Sorry, says the best line of defense is to be prepared. How safe do you feel? Do you know how to contact someone if you're in danger? If it's a life-threatening event, then of course we're going to dial 911. Now that's universal. We all know 911. Life-threatening event. Well, one thing I want to tell you about this before I move on is make certain that you let them know your location, because not every 911 operator is local. They may be centrally located somewhere else. Here we have a non-emergency number. Now this one is Escondido's non-emergency number. Every city has one, so make sure you look yours up and put it in your phone. Now for non-emergencies, it's like, well, what would I use that for? Well, perhaps you come in contact with a drunk driver, or maybe you go to a situation where it really looks unsafe and is a danger to yourself and others. Then you would call that number. In Jeff Cooper's book, he created an awareness color code chart. And when I read it, I thought, oh boy, that is interesting. And not only do I think it's interesting, but our local police and other police academies have this in their training manuals. So I would like to discuss this. Condition white. In condition white, we relax. Familiar surroundings, probably at home. No thought of danger. Man, that sounds really nice, doesn't it? Oh, but I got another scenario for that. You go into work, the boss calls you in, and you're, oh my God, the boss calls me in. And he says, you know what? He says, you know what, Craig? You're doing an excellent job here. And I have a promotion for you. Not only a promotion, it comes with a little bit more money. And you are just elated. And you can't wait to get off at 4 o'clock and meet your friends for happy hour. And you're just floating on air. Well, you're in condition white. Now we all think, man, I would really like to be in that. But if you're attacked in condition white, you could be severely injured or even die. Condition yellow. That's where we want to be. We're still relaxed. We're alert to potential dangers, but we're aware of what's going on, and we have a plan. That's the favorite condition. Condition red. Alert. Action. Consider fight or flight. We have our action plan in place. In condition red, our heart rate increases. We get this big adrenaline surge. We get tunnel vision, and our finite motor skills dissipate. Then we get into condition black. We do not want to go there. In condition black, we get so frightened that we just shut down. And when we shut down, we can't do anything. We become a victim. personal safety. Personal safety. Some ideas I have about Christmas and shopping and everything. Never go shopping at night alone by yourself. If you do, park in a well-lit area. Also, park close to the buildings and the shops. When you come out, have your keys in your hand. And don't be texting on your way to the car. When you get to your car, don't pop the trunk, turn around and put your packages in the trunk because your back is open to attack. So there's somebody in the parking lot and they come up to you and they say, "Oh, man, can I help you?" And you say, "No." Well, your personal space is 6 foot from the next person. If he's a perpetrator, he will try to come in closer than your 6 feet. Not only that, he won't take no for an answer. He'll start to try to convince you. In Gavin DeBecker's book, The Gift of Fear, he says that perpetrators look like your normal next door neighbors. They're nice. They really want to be helpful. But you can tell they're a perpetrator because they're crowding your personal space and they're not taking no for your answer. Because when you say no, that should shut the door on it and you should not have to respond anymore. So always try to put space in between you and the person. Have your hands in front of you and look them in the eye. And also be checking out the exit strategies. I don't know if anybody has invested in any personal safety devices like mace, or you have your key in your hand, personal alarms, or personal taser, and that's what I'm going to get. I hope that
Personal taser.
But
Tase yourself.
once more, the best line of defense is to be prepared. So stay alert and stay alive. Mr. Joseph.